So, in order to reach the Tripoint where Norway, Sweden and Finland meet, you need to take this ferry called the Malla to across the Kilpisjärvi. We're currently at Kilpisjärvi and we need to go to Koltoluokka, which is about 2 kilometers from the Tripoint. Now the ferry only runs if there are enough people to take the journey. The next trip is scheduled for 2 o'clock, which is in half an hour. Let's just hope that there will be enough people at 2 o'clock in order to do this trip. It does look as though there's a few people showing up. Some cars in the car park. This fellow over here is hopefully going to make the trip. So I'm hopeful. And here comes another car down the driveway. It looks as though we may be in luck today. Here is the sign on the hut by where the ferry leaves from. And we can see on the map where we're going. We're going to leave here, Kilpisjärvi, take this route here, just inside Finland. And I guess it's around here, I'm not sure exactly where we'll get off the ferry, and then we'll have to walk a couple of kilometers to the Tripoint, which is over here. As it says down here, the ship carries up to 48 passengers. Season starts in May when the ice breaks till the end of September, and you get to Koltoluokka within half an hour, waits for 2 hours, and then comes back for half an hour. Next departure 2 o'clock. Let's hope we can make it. This is Kilpisjärvi. Standing on the dock where the Malla leaves from. And that's the nature reserve called Malla. It's the name of the boat. It looks here like we have a Swedish family that are getting ready to go camping. They've even got their battery and everything. So lots of stuff they're taking with them. Should be fun. Nice weekend. And the weather's not too bad. In 1897, a cairn was constructed by Norwegians and Russians, today's Finland, to mark the point at which the borders converge. Sweden was not involved in the process. Norway and Sweden could not agree on the establishment of a border commission, hence the cairn was not bejewelled with any of the three countries' emblems. In 1901, Norway and Sweden came to an agreement regarding the new border commission. The cairn was covered in cement, but unfortunately the cementation enclosed only the upper part, and the cairn soon became heavily reduced by weather, wind and ice. The present cairn was constructed in 1926. Two-way fare was €25. Seems pretty reasonable. Got a few folks getting on the ship.
Jeg fikk til, jeg skjønner ikke hvordan det lages, ikke sant? Jeg gjør ikke nærmere, så jeg begynte der, så gjør det sånn, sånn, sånn.
So here we are at the other end of the ferry ride. I think we're right on the border of Finland and Sweden. Sweden's behind me. I believe in fact that these markers could well be border markers. So they cut off into there. So here we are at Koltaluokta, and you see the Tre Riksuset, I think that's Swedish, and Kolmen Valtakunnan Rapayuki is 3 kilometers. That's the place where all 3 countries meet. We're currently right on the border of Sweden and Finland, and so I'm going to walk over to the Kolmen Valtakunnan Rapayuki. So this appears to be a fence along the Finnish-Swedish border. Looks as though our path at the moment is just inside Finland. It's crossed back and forth from either side of these markers, but always stayed on this side of the fence so far. We'll see what it does further up. So here we're about 800 meters from the Tripoint. We're right by a really nice lake shore. So I just thought I'd get some video. And here we are, a whole bunch of signs around here. That's where we just come from. That's where we could go to, that's over in Finland there. I guess that's leading into Norway, not sure yet. But I'm just going to go and turn around here and see, there is the cairn. So let's make my way over there. Looks like this is the safest route. Maybe not. So it says 1901, number 1B, border marker number 1B. Aha, this is Suomi, Finland, number 1B. So this is actually probably still Finland, Sweden. I maybe have a few meters more to go to get to the Norway part. But if we look down here, we can see more of those markers over towards the lake. I think the border runs through the middle of that lake in places. Well, onwards and see if we can find the actual Tripoint. There it is in the trees. There are people there and they're climbing on it. Not too far to go. In fact, up there is a sign telling us where to go. Tre Riksuset. That's it. Rapayuki. So we're going to follow this. It goes through this fence, which we've been following alongside of all the way from the boat. There's a boardwalk. That will take us out to the very Tripoint. Okay, so here we are at the westernmost point of Finland. This is the Tripoint. And we're going to walk all around it on this nice boardwalk. So I think I'm in Norway now. In fact, if you see up there, Norway stone. And if we carry on around, we see over there in the distance another marker. That would be marking the Norway-Sweden border. Actually, looking at the map afterwards, I think that might be the Finland-Sweden border. Here is the Sweden mark here at the Tripoint. Over there is another border marker, and that would be Finland, Norway. So here is the Finland-Norway border. It's the first marker after the Tripoint, and you can see all the way down here where it's been cleared. The border is well and truly marked. So heading back for the boat, not far from there now. The trail seems at this point to cross into Sweden. Just briefly, because these look like border markers. So this gentleman ahead of me is an hour earlier than I am. In a moment I will be an hour earlier than I am, and then it switches back again. The boat landing is just in Finland. Well, there's the boat captain, so that's good news. Clearly haven't missed it. And a whole bunch of other people ahead of me. I know there are a few behind me too. And we're back at Kilpisjärvi, Malla, having brought us safely back to our car. That was a good fun trip.